What is going on? So I want to show how to put in sounds and change sounds in your project. So I have this sound that I'm not happy with. I'm definitely going to go through probably 50 or so iterations before I find the sound I want. But this jet sound right here. So give it a second. Okay, so when you hit stuff, you get this sound here. Okay, hear it again. Okay. So I want to change that into something that sounds a little bit more harder hitting. So I'm going to show that right here. So one of the first things that you need to do, you might have other sources to look at this with, but I just go online and look up sound effects. You can go to any kind of sound effect library you want and import it in Unreal. The thing about some of them, you have to make an account and all that, but I normally just keep searching until I find one that's free, find the sound I want, and go from there. So I'm looking for a car crashing sound. Is what I'm going to use first, just to see how it sounds. And what's to this side? Which one I go to? Yeah, sounds MP3. And I've typed in car crashes or crashes, and I found this one right here that I want to use. Hear that again. Okay. Now, the obvious thing that's wrong with this is it sounds twice. So I figure, well, I like the sound. I'm going to try it. Let's fix that. So first, let's download it. Yeah, I have it downloaded because I've been doing it before. But yeah, that's fine. So that's that. Come back over here to the project. Now I'm going to open up Blender, which is the magic sauce. Say hi, Leona. Open up Blender. Okay, so I'm going to go to video editing. No, sorry. Video editing. Open up video edit. Okay, and I'm going to import that sound. Now I can simply drag and drop that sound into the project. It's already get over there. Yeah. All right, come over here to downloads, and here's that sound. Drop it right in Blender. Close that. Boom. So here it is in Blender. Okay, so that's the whole complete sound. Now I only want this first bit, so stop it right about there. Okay, then I could make sure the file is selected or the strip is selected, and just simply hit K. Okay, that cuts it in half. Now I only want this. I have two pieces now to the sound. I only want the second one, so I'm going to just delete that one. Now if we hear it, that's it. And then I'm going to take down the time. And I don't have to be super meticulous with this because it's the tail end of the sound, but I'll say right about there. So this is how long the sound is going to play. Alright, so I'm going to just put it back to about right there. So let's say that again from the start. So that's fine. Alright, now come up here to render. It's right here up at the top. Render audio. So if I was making a full movie, right, or a scene or something, I could separate the video file from the sound file. Okay, but I just simply have the sound one here, so I'm going to just render out the audio. All right, and then you choose a name. There's Jet Crash. Okay. Yeah, just call it just Jet Crash, and I'm gonna export it to my desktop for now. Now here's the cool thing about Blender is normally when you get different files, like if you notice, it came in as an MP3, right? It came in as an MP3. Now Unreal does not use MP3. It uses a WAV file because it can actually change up the sounds. So it needs that more of a. It needs to be able to change the waves. You can actually change that here. So instead of picking that sound out, then downloading it to a WAV file, converter and all that, you can just simply import it in Blender and then export it right back out. And that solves all your issues. So right here is asking me which one to change. That's right here in the container, by the way. In export settings, hit WAV, and then export. That's it. So now we're done with Blender. And I don't necessarily need to save this. I'm not going to save it. Okay, so my sound is right here. So now, open up Unreal again. Let me put that in the spot where I know it's at. Find out where the ship is at. So I'm going to just put it here for now. You can always come back and reorganize all your files in Unreal. And and then I can simply take the sound and drag and drop it. Where did I put it? You moved on me. So it's right here. Just simply drag and drop it. Okay. So now the sound is imported in Unreal. Let's listen to it again. So there's the sound. Now you want to come here and create a cue. So then you can come in here, car crash cue. So I just created a cue off the wave file. Right, and so here's the sound again, and smaller editor. There's another one that they imported in Unreal Engine 5 that you can check out. But this is the base one. So you can come in here, right, and here's the sound again. Here's the output. Here's the volume. Here's the pitch. And let's make that just a little bit louder. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do is put an oscillator on it. So what the oscillator would do is make it sound higher, lower. Also kind of rotate the sound left and right to give you kind of a lower, a higher pitching sound. And you turn on all those settings right here, and I'm just gonna kind of randomize this. Nothing in particular yet, anyway. So louder. Hear that? So it's kind of changing pitch and changing every now and then. Let me see. Let me turn. See about the. I'll leave it right there for now. Okay, so that's that. Now, I'm going to hit browse to find out where this cue is at. I'm going to open up the ship. So the ship, you heard the first sound. It's kind of like that type sound. There's different ways to code it, but mine is hard coded right directly onto the ship. So I'm going to find that sound here. I already have it right here. And sound crash. Select it, come down to it. Oh, hold on. Okay. Oh, my head is in the way. So like, where is it at? Sorry, a quick little edit. Okay, so I'm gonna come right here. Make sure I still have it selected. So I have it highlighted. Come right here, and then just forward it right on to it. So now, when we play the game again, we're going to hear that sound, and it's going to change a little bit. So here we go. Can't move yet. Okay. So now, let's hear how that sounds. So it definitely needs to sound more deeper, right? More hard hitting. Yeah. So it definitely needs to sound like more of a hard crunching sound. So maybe not that sound. I'm gonna mess with it, make it a little deeper. In fact, let's just do it right here while we got the video going. So let me take off the oscillator right quick. I'm curious. Let's see what it sounds just like at a 1.5. 1.9. Let me see. One more time. There's actually this is really fun. Like if you like sounds, come in here and try to see what sounds like what. Alright. Try this one more time. So maybe too loud, maybe? Or maybe it's not, because it's not like coming from the direct location, right? Yeah. So yeah, it sounds better than the previous one, but just want to show a quick way of how to import sounds in. And as you can see, it's kind of fun trying to get the sound to sound right and picking different ones. So I'm going to mess with this one a little bit more, and maybe I can, if not that, use it right there, use it somewhere else. But yeah, that's a quick way. So what we did was we wanted to change the sound in Unreal. We went on to one of your common websites and downloaded the sound, imported it into Blender, cut it in Blender, exported it to a WAV file, and then imported it into Unreal and put it where we want to put it. So it's kind of simple. And again, like I said, it's fun playing with sounds. Like once you understand like the sounds we hear are very unique and only we hear them a certain way, it's really fun. So yeah, that's how you import sounds into Unreal.